minus 2-ish days to the 4th of July.
Nice. I love the 4th of July. Great holiday, especially if it's a beautiful day and you get to wrap it up with fireworks.
Let's go.
What a holiday, America.
Yeah, so a chance to win some tickets to Billie Eilish show this fall. Are we doing another 4th of July themed thing?
Yeah, we're gonna do like a quiz.
Okay,
like a America quiz.
Oh,
America. We're gonna see how much you know about America.
So is this kind of like the who was the third president or what's the?
Yeah, they won't be too hard. I was thinking about doing like the citizenship quiz to see.
That's a bad idea.
If we could have passed that, but I know we'd all fail probably. They'll just be fun. Maybe we'll do like Patriot Jeopardy. I'll form the questions in the form of an answer.
Okay,
and we can do like Patriot Jeopardy. How about that? That's funny.
Sure. I think that sounds like a great idea. Let's make it happen.
Okay.
The wheels are spinning. I can see it over there. Also up this morning, beside a chance to win some Billie Eilish tickets, very unique baseball experience in Nick's Nonsense this morning.
Okay. I like baseball.
You may really like or think it's kind of weird the experience that's being offered at a ballpark.
All right.
Also coming up here soon, some ways to save money on coffee.
I like that. I was just visiting a coffee. I was trying to make the decision which coffee joint I should visit.
Oh, well,
the decision was made by what coupons and what offers they were offering.
Bingo.
So
okay,
I always look for ways to save money on those things because, they're things you don't need. And if you can save money on them, bonus.
Well, the internet hath given us some hacks. We'll get to those later on this hour. Plus, Song and 60s on the way in a little bit. Tony, it is your day to have a song ready.
I'm ready to go.
Excellent. We'll do that.
Mix 108. Good morning. It is the Morning Brew. It is Tony and Nick. We're going to play Song in 60. It's a simple little game. I have a song in my head right now, and I'm going to try to give you some clues. See if you can figure out what song it is. Now, I can't give obviously the title. I can't give any of the words in the title or the artist away. Sure. My clues will hopefully lead you to the answer. Are you ready to go?
I am ready to go.
Okay, here we go. Song in 60 starts right now. Not good.
Bad.
Not a girl.
Boy.
No.
Bad man.
No.
Bad guy.
Yes. Yes.
Is it Billie Eilish?
Yeah. I wanted to tie it into the ticket giveaway we have coming up a little bit later on with Billie Eilish tickets for the show at the XL Energy Center. If you want to win those, stick around. That's coming up a little bit later on in the show. In the meantime,
I wanted to mention real quick. So we've gotten some people that have been submitting, hey, I want to play Song in 60 with you guys. Starting next week, we'll be doing that. So thank you to those that have done so. If you want to play the game with us, head to the Mix Mobile app or mix08.com. Tap on the Song in 60 link.
You win surprizes. Play along with us.
Exactly. So play along and have some fun and win something in the process. We'll be getting to that, like I said, starting next week. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Tuesday. If you're looking for a way to save a little money on those trips to the coffee shop, because it can add up in a hurry.
Oh, it's crazy expensive.
Now, I mean, some people, rationalize this is a necessity or an investment in my day.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I get
treats.
it.
I mean, it's,
I'm not judging people on their coffee.
But regardless of how you justify it, it adds up. So there are some former coffee shop employees that are offering some hacks to try to maybe help you out a little bit, getting more bang for your buck, if you will. So the first one is, and this is one that's easy to do with like Starbucks or with Caribou because you can order on the app.
Yeah.
They say to order with light ice.
Oh,
and
okay.
the reason is just like when you go to a bar, you don't want a cup full of ice with a little bit of drink in it. You want a drink with a little bit of ice in it if you're getting an iced drink.
Right. Well, same for like, if you get a fountain drink at, let's say, a McDonald's or Burger King or fast food joint, you can ask for no ice.
Yeah.
And it still comes out of the thing cold.
Exactly.
You're not going to get a warm pop from
and that's the difference, though, with like an iced beverage, depending on what you're getting. A lot of times they are hot because they're prepared with fresh espresso that's hot, and it doesn't need to be cooled. So you need some ice in there.
Gotcha.
Unlike the pop. Yeah. But there's one hack for you. So another one is for those that enjoy ordering an Americano. There's one person that used to work at Starbucks.
I don't even know what that is.
Don't do that. So they kind of break down what it is. So they use the example of this. A grande-sized version of the drink, which is 3 shots of espresso and then water, comes in at around $4. Instead, this person that used to work at a Starbucks says, order a double or a triple shot of espresso by itself in a grande cup, and then get a separate pour of water, and then you put them together, and you're going to save yourself maybe $1 or so, depending on where you're doing this.
So that's all that is just espresso and water?
Espresso.
What?
Exactly.
Really?
Yes.
That's wild. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Now you know.
Why would you? Okay. We'll just dilute it because we're Americans and we don't like that really.
It's, some people will drink like a straight up shot of espresso, but if you want to kind of take it down a little bit.
Pretty strong. I mean, that's like drinking like a dark beer, right? Like it's not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody's cup of coffee.
Exactly. Another tip is order, specifically they talk about Starbucks in this case. They suggest skipping if you need the caffeine boost. If you're really looking for getting the most bang for your buck when it comes to caffeine, to skip the venti.
Okay.
And the reason is because this person says that hot venti lattes and cappuccinos are only made with 2 shots of espresso. The same amount you get in a grande. So while you get more physical beverage with your venti, you're really getting the same amount of caffeine.
Oh, interesting.
So if you're looking just for the pick-me-up,
well, then you would probably just do straight up shots of espresso.
You could.
Or an Americano. Was it Americano?
Yes. Yep.
Try that.
So give those a shot. There was a few other ones that are a little less interesting and very specific. But I thought those were kind of interesting. And every coffee shop's a little bit different. And some are more willing or easier to customize than others.
Right.
But those are things you don't necessarily think about because you don't necessarily know how they're made. It's just that most of the time, I can't seem to make this at home as easily as they can at the coffee shop.
Oh, for sure. For sure. It doesn't taste the same ever.
Yeah. It's because it's made with
love. But I'm still trying to figure out the language of it all. Like it just so I'm not really into customizing my drink at Starbucks or Caribou or any coffee shop because
you're just like, give me that on the menu.
Yeah, like I feel like I don't know what I'm talking. I'm an outsider. I'm not like a coffee head. I don't really know the lingo, if you will.
So when I was saying grande and venti, do you remember those?
Well, yeah, I do.
Okay, all right.
But it can be a little intimidating.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
It can be a little intimidating.
That's a great point.
They should have like a little sheet with a little here's the terminology or something.
That would be helpful, or maybe a translator, just somebody at the counter to be like, okay, what do you actually want?
Yeah, can you put this into Quick Trip terms for me? Like if I walked into a Quick Trip, what machine would this be?
Well, and I mean, to Quick Trip's point, you can kind of make and customize your own just with the machine.
Those also intimidate me. So I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to make it sound like that's easy. And I look at those and I'm like,
The difference is you're not embarrassing yourself trying to talk to somebody.
Yeah, this is true. And then I just run over to the cold and just grab like a pre-bottled coffee because I'm just like, I don't even know.
All right.
What all these things do.
You just gotta know what it means. Try it out. Just mess around with it.
I know. I should.
Okay.
It's expensive to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to mess around and find out that was just an expensive waste. Coming up here a little bit, Nick's Nonsense this morning. A very interesting baseball experience is being offered. I want to get your take on it coming up here a little bit of Mix It Away. Good morning. Nick's Nonsense on a Tuesday morning. We head to Ohio where a baseball team is offering some special seating in their stadium.
Okay.
So they've teamed up with the folks at Roto-Rooter to offer what they're calling Toilet Row. So
I love this. They just have a line of toilets set up.
It's a line of toilets set up.
That's fantastic.
And they're great seats, and not just because of the type of seat you're seated on, but they're actually like right up front.
They like padded too, it looks like.
Nice cushioned padded
what they got
seats.
Between them? Just a cup holder or something? Or what is that?
So it's like a little...
Is it a bidet?
It's a little platformy thing. It's cushioned.
Just in case you want a little mid-game spray.
Exactly. So the Lake County Captains are the team that announced this last week. They're in Ohio. And so they teamed up with Roto-Rooter, sharing the news saying everyone deserves a VIP experience. And with Toilet Row, we're giving everyone the opportunity to enjoy a royal seat.
You need to stop this story immediately because if Boss hears about this, we're gonna have sponsored Toilet Row right out front here by
David, everybody.
That's a great sponsorship.
It's a great idea.
Just right out there, like 6 toilet seats right in front of the mixed studio so you can watch us.
Worse things have happened. I'll just say that.
No, I don't know that anything worse could happen than that.
So as a part of this experience, get this, you actually get a toilet row attendant. A bathroom attendant is what they're calling this, who will provide some interesting things as part of your baseball watching experience. Mouthwash, combs, gum.
What? This is very weird stuff for a baseball game.
That's
Here
what
I'm
I'm
thinking
saying.
you were going to say like bubble gum, popcorn, hot dogs, beer.
No.
This is like going into like a cheap bathroom at a nightclub all of a sudden.
That's kind of what they're going for, yes.
Really?
So I'm looking for the price of the tickets because so it's not something you need to win. You can actually buy these tickets.
The toilet seats? Are
Yeah.
they actually functional toilets?
So it doesn't actually say in the story.
Probably not.
I'm guessing not because
They're right in the open stadium.
They're right, yeah, wide open. They're right behind home plate. So you're like wide out there in the open.
Distraction. That's funny.
Yeah. All right. How much are these tickets? That's the thing I was trying to figure out here. Okay, so I'm on the website for this place.
See, I love these little ball teams that can do these like fun little, promotions
The
and
bits,
just
yeah.
awkward little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this.
So I'm the first day I clicked on, they're of course sold out. So
Well, yeah.
okay, here we go. So tickets for Roto Rooter Toilet Row are $25.
That's what a slapper of a deal right there. That is great.
By the way, they are the most expensive seats at the Lake County Captains Classic Park Stadium.
Like if I got rich, I'd buy like one of these little ball teams and just come up with the most ridiculous fun promotions like this. It would be so wild.
Just looking for businesses. Hey, what can we do to partner up with you and do something weird and interesting?
I love that.
Well, you start thinking of ideas. Coming up here soon, we're going to see what's trending at the top. Good morning and happy Tuesday. It's the Mix 108 Morning Brew.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
Good morning and happy Tuesday to you. It's 59 degrees right now downtown Duluth at the Mix 108 studios. We're going to see a high today in the low to mid 70s. Rain clears out this morning. We'll see maybe some partly cloudy conditions later today. Chance of thunderstorms popping up once again this evening. Tomorrow, upper 70s, maybe near 80. Breezy, slight chance of a thunderstorm late in the day. That's kind of the mantra again for Thursday, for 4th of July. Sorry, chance of rain later in the day. I was looking at you, made a comment, and you walked out and came back in. I was looking at a chart.
He's already, it's, 7 o'clock in the morning and Nick's already got the weather charts pulled up.
People want to know, is it going
so
to
on
rain
brand.
over the 4th?
No, I get it. I understand.
And
I mean, I just look at text forecasts or icon forecasts.
Forgive me for wanting the accuracy.
He's got the charts and graphs. He's got, Venn diagrams
Yes.
open over there. He's got it all.
You know it. So the odds of rain late Thursday, it varies from spot to spot, but anywhere between a 20 to a 40% chance of rain later Thursday across the Northland. And then Friday's looking like it's probably going to be a wetter day, not an all day like heavy rain event, but chances of rain through the day Friday.
All right, you're not allowed to give the forecast anymore this morning. Gosh.
It does dry out though for the weekend. Saturday and Sunday
that's
look
good.
better. So
I mean, we're not talking like all day rain out either.
no,
like on the
not
4th
not
or
a
anything.
monsoon
Yeah.
for Friday, but rain's probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
Well, I have to make apparently a correction. I love when I read a story and I find that I have a spelling error in the headline. But anyways, a popular weather app is now teaming up with Off the mosquito repellent
Okay.
to offer a new mosquito forecast.
And how does that work? 'Cause that
Well,
seems kind of. Go ahead.
the not popular but popular weather app known as the Weather Channel app, which a lot of people I know have on their phones. Probably
Sure.
the top weather app in the iOS store. Apparently, it uses data. I mean, Off already had in 2022. They released their mosquito forecast on their website, off.com. But
Okay.
now they've teamed up with the Weather Channel to combine that with weather data So they have keeps track of, they have over 5,000 locations that keeps track of mosquito activity and population sizes. And now they've teamed that with the weather app with like 5 billion weather data and climate points to team up with the mosquito data to come up with a forecast. And the forecast is essentially low, medium, and high.
Very accurate.
Low, medium, high, very high, or severe. So there's 5 different
don't go
levels.
outside.
Yes. So there's 5 different levels. And it will look ahead to say, like, it rained a little bit and we might see a little more mosquitoes in a few days or whatever. So
we don't have mosquito watches and warnings?
not as of yet.
They're
but
not,
if they can figure out a way to sponsor it even more, I'm sure they will.
Well, yeah.
We're
not being the Weather Channel likes to do this. We're not naming mosquito events. We're not going to get mosquito storm.
Or maybe populations, like the mosquito population in Minnesota is called one thing, and then I don't know. But anyways, if you want to check out the new mosquito forecast, you can do so apparently on the Weather Channel app. I don't have the app, so I haven't checked it out myself. And it said it's only on iOS, so I don't know that it's available on Android or not, but you can check that out for yourself.
It probably is.
I'm a little skeptical on the mosquito forecast myself.
You don't say.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, I would be too.
I don't know.
Hey, coming up this morning, a chance to win some Billie Eilish tickets. Make sure you stick around for the chance to win. Going to play a little 4th of July themed game this morning.
Yes, stick around for that.
Music on the way for you as well, and a bit from Justin Timberlake.
This is Jeopardy! Of course, Jeopardy's still, it's a cultural icon.
Oh,
really.
for sure it is,
It's been an icon for years. So every time, a locally themed question comes up on the show, it's always fun to talk about, right? Yeah. So I'm going to ask you, here's the question as it appeared on the show. I'm not sure what the category was.
Okay.
But here's the question, Nick. Let's see if you get it right.
Okay.
Step inside the Big Muskie, a giant model of this fish, and the highlight of the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame in Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin.
Step inside the Big Muskie, a giant model of this fish, and the highlight of the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame in Wisconsin. What is the answer?
So we're looking for...
Step inside the Big Muskie, a giant model of this fish. So what is a...
Oh, it's a muskie, isn't it? I mean,
they're not going to accept muskie on Jeopardy. They want the...
What is a muskie?
What is a muskellunge?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want scientific here.
This
is Jeopardy. We need scientific terms.
That's fair.
What is a muskellunge? But anyways, and I think I'm pronouncing that right, muskellunge.
I think so. Yeah.
Anyways, the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame is in
what's in
Hayward, Wisconsin, of course, with the big giant musky statue that you can actually walk up into. They got a platform there.
Nice.
You can, I think 20 people could fit on this thing. You can get nice panoramic views of Lake Hayward. Have you ever been inside the muskie?
I've driven by it. That's the extent of my
Do you realize I didn't... We might need to go to this Hall of Fame.
Okay.
It really does sound like a fascinating place. They got over 50,000 vintage and historical artifacts, including reels and rods and lures and more. But this is the coolest thing, actually. They have hundreds,
you say?
Yes, hundreds of vintage motorboats.
What?
So you could just check out all these historic vintage motorboats.
So I wonder,
I think they're just the motors.
Okay.
Not actually the boats, I guess, but
they probably got some of those old wooden
boat motors.
What's the name? Chris Craft?
Sure, yeah.
Wooden boats. They probably have some of those, you would think.
And they have over 300 mounted fish there as well for you to check out. So kind of sounds like a cool place beyond the big giant muskie, of course. But so the Hall of Fame was featured as a
Was it a photo or video question or just a straight up normal
just a
question?
straight up question.
Wow.
And I don't know. It must have been, a fish category since they needed the name of the Muskellunch.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm thinking, Tony. We get that guy in the other room over there. We go down. There are 2 beautiful golf courses.
Oh, so
in
we
the
say
Hayward area.
we do a little golfing
Yep.
and do a little fishing Hall of Fame action.
Yep. So the Hayward Golf Course, beautiful, very well kept.
Really the best.
But on the other side of town, kind of by the casino, is Big Fish Golf Course. So we
Ooh.
can make it a fish-themed getaway.
Wow. I bet you they're beautiful courses, too.
Oh, both
Hayward's
of them are
beautiful.
awesome. Yeah, both of them are great.
Anyways, kind of
So-
fun. If you want to check out the details on this Jeopardy question, you can check out the Mix 108 app or go to mix108.com.
Coming up later on this morning, you ever heard of a ghost job, Tony?
No, I don't even know what you're referring.
I didn't realize this was a thing, let alone
Ghosting
how
a job?
common it is. No, there are companies that are apparently posting fake jobs.
What?
Companies are posting fake jobs.
Why?
We're going to find out, Tony.
Oh, okay.
You're
You're going to make me stick around, huh?
Yes. I was shocked.
Gotcha.
Shocked that this is happening as much as it is.
Are you being sarcastic? Or
No,
are you not?
legit. I was like,
I couldn't tell right there. Usually I
Because
can tell if you're being sarcastic.
the-
I couldn't tell right there.
Thank you. The numbers they use are mind blowing for big companies that are just they're creating fake and they're posting fake jobs.
Okay.
It's weird. So we'll talk about that later on this morning, plus a chance to win Billie Eilish tickets. So stick around. It's the Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Tuesday. So I have a question. Is anybody going to be going to Moondance Jam this year? Was that something that was in your plans?
Bro. This story is insane.
Wow. Okay, so if you don't know the deal, so big, generally classic rock oriented music show, been happening for many, many years in the Walker area.
Lots of years.
Yeah, many. I mean, I think they say like 30 plus years. It's been going on for a long time.
And this year it's scheduled to take place July 18th through the 20th.
Right.
And the headlining bands, now I can't even find who they were supposed to. Well, I know Creed was supposed to be there.
So it was kind of an
Foghat
interesting
was supposed to
lineup.
be there.
Foghat, Creed, Switchfoot, I think was going to be there. It was a little bit of a different than when you think classic rock, you think Foghat would fit that description, like Foreigner maybe, or some of those acts. But
yeah, so for over 30 years, Moondance Jam has been a beloved tradition in Walker, Minnesota. This is part of their statement they released yesterday. So, anyways, we're just 3 weeks away from the show, the big festival, 3 days. Big national acts coming in,
Yep.
right? People have paid hundreds of dollars for tickets and camping, and some have upgraded to VIP tickets. I've seen people spending upwards of $700. Yes.
I got the list. So go ahead.
Yeah. Well, here's the bands that were
the headlining
scheduled.
acts.
Yeah, the headliners.
Foghat was Thursday night,
Classic rock.
followed by one of the guys that used to sing for Journey,
Okay.
The Sweet. So that
Okay.
was Thursday. Friday, Kansas Blue Oyster Cult and a tribute act to
More classic
CCR.
rock. Yeah.
And then Saturday,
That was the summer of
Summer
99.
99 tour. So it was Creed, Switchfoot, Finger 11. And then they've got a bunch of other side acts as well.
So they released a statement 23 hours ago.
Yesterday.
So it says Moondance Jam announces lineup changes due to unforeseen circumstances. With a heavy heart, we announce that due to unforeseen circumstances based on the present economic climate, you've already got people's money, Moondance Jam will need to make changes to our lineup, as we now will only highlight our regional acts, who always put on a great show for our jammers, while keeping our date scheduled from July 18th through the 20th. So they've essentially got rid of all their headlines. Anybody that the bands that people paid money to see.
Yeah, the acts that you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
The big names.
Yeah. All canceled. Every one of them.
It'd be one thing if, when you normally hear unforeseen circumstances with a cancellation related to a festival like this, it might be one of the headliners.
So, needless to say, people were very upset about this. And to make matters even worse, they say, we sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. All purchased tickets will be honored, and we hope that you will join us in making the best of this year's event. We remain committed to preserving the magic of Moondance and look forward to your continued support.
So they're encouraging people to still come.
Now they're encouraging people to come. They have people were commenting like crazy on the thread. They deleted all the comments. They turned all the comments off, which is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
It's just going to make even people more mad.
Exactly.
And they said for all tickets purchased, one, you can use them this year and you'll get 4 more general tickets at the gate. Okay. So you can bring more people to the Scrappy Festival.
Sweet.
2, get this. You can exchange your tickets for either Deuce's Wild Dueling Pianos or the small Moondance Harvest Moon Festival.
So the thing, here's the thing about all these things.
What?
By
or
themselves,
you can roll them over to next year,
well,
in which they say they're changing the format, so that I don't think they're going to have. I mean, clearly they're never going to have any large acts
getting away from
for
it.
years. Yeah.
Jeez. So,
I mean, no large acts are going to agree to come at this point, I imagine, anymore, too. So, I wonder, I mean, this is so frustrating for so many reasons.
So they're not even, I mean, just to clarify, they're not offering an option to give me my money back.
No. Creed even posted, see, this could get ugly because Creed posted like on their website, sorry, like we're unable to make the show due for unforeseen circumstances. Our show at Moondance has been canceled. Refunds will be available at point of purchase. And of course, refunds aren't available. So fans are mad about that. And it is a complete mess. Complete mess.
That's not good. And don't get me wrong. So some of the acts that play at these shows, they're fun to see. But if you pay good money to go and see one of the headliners,
well, like for instance,
all of them,
Creed is a perfect example because Creed hasn't really toured in a while, and this is like a big deal. They got their documentary out now.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people made plans to go see this specific tour, the Creed Figure 11 Switchfoot tour.
Yep.
I mean, they Creed moved it to Iowa, so they're going to play that weekend now in Iowa instead.
Okay.
So I mean, so they'll be fairly close. So if people
travel
want
a little more,
travel a little bit more, but still, like you got to refund that money. This has been happening a lot lately, like those wedding places too in the the Twin Cities.
Yeah, that place earlier this year.
People's money and closed down. Now Moondance taking people's money and closing down.
How can you and I'm not a business expert by any stretch, but how can you legally do that?
I'm not sure that they can, honestly, but 740-2Mix is our phone number. If you bought Moondance Jam tickets for this year and you are upset about this, we'd love to hear. Or maybe you've tried to reach out to Moondance and see if you can get your money back, and we'd love to hear what they said to you.
My goodness. Or just share your frustration, give you an opportunity to vent a little bit. Please let us know your experience there. This has been happening more and more. I was actually just before you, because you stepped out, and I was reading a story about how that soccer thing that's going on right now, the Copa America thing.
Okay.
Apparently that has not been selling very well.
Okay.
And some of the people have been talking about, just because we talked about this recently, about how concerts are just so expensive.
Right.
And sporting events are so expensive. So people aren't going as much anymore to some of these things. And that's impacting the venues and the organizers and the...
Well, and when things like this happen, people are just a little gun shy about dropping hundreds of dollars
and not
for something and
potentially not getting their money back.
Not getting their money back.
They paid for. My goodness.
This is not a good deal. So 740-2Mix is our phone number. If you got some Moondance Jam tickets and upset, or you want to vent a little, you can call us.
Absolutely. Coming up here soon, we're going to give you a chance to win some Billie Eilish tickets before the end of the show, so make sure you stick around for that. As well as I was mentioning earlier, there are companies all over the place that are listing fake jobs. Ghost jobs.
Why?
Exactly. I'll explain why, according to some experts coming up here. Mix of the Wake Up. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Tuesday. So I guess if you're looking for a new job, you might want to be on the lookout for fake jobs, ghost jobs being posted legitimately by real companies.
What would be the reasoning behind this?
So there's a lot of different reasons. So there was a report that CBS News did that says that almost half decent sized companies, not like mom and pop little stores, but bigger companies have either explored or done this over the years. And there's a lot of reasons they specify. One of them is just to explore the talent pool that's out there.
Sure.
See who's out there, get some resumes on file, and then if there is an actual opening, you got some names.
It's misleading.
It is, because they say in this story that it'll get to the point where people actually do interviews for these jobs that don't exist.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, so you're interviewing for a job
that you can't even get?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
And they don't ever tell you this. You don't get the job.
That's dumb.
It is. So the other
That's
reason,
got to be illegal, I think.
Well, they don't say so. Apparently, this has been a practice that's been going on a long time, but it's being exposed.
How can you just mislead somebody like that?
Why-
Waste somebody's time.
Exactly. No,
money,
I agree.
resources.
I absolutely agree.
Like, that should be illegal. They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
yeah,
Don't you have to file reports for job openings? And
You do.
I mean, I've done these reports
You
before.
do.
So it seems like a lot of work. I mean, you can't just throw a job like a major corporation, because you just can't just
throw a job listing out there?
I mean, there's a lot of processes that go into this. I
There
mean, they got to
are.
report this. They got to
Yep.
do the EEO stuff. They got to do all that stuff.
You're not wrong.
And you got to track that. And that takes time and resources as well. So not only are you wasting the applicant's time, you're just kind of wasting your own time and
there
resources.
are other reasons, and all of those things are absolutely right, but it's still happening.
all worked up.
I know. No, it's weird and kind of frustrating to me too. And I'm not in the job market, but
Yeah.
you see this and it's like, what the heck? The other thing is an internal reason. So the idea is, if you work in a company and it looks like you're hiring, we're growing, we're expanding, we're looking to take that workload on everybody and spread it out maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Or the other theory is that they say is reminding employees, you are replaceable. You're not indispensable.
Right.
So we can find people to replace you if we need to. So kind of a motivator internally is some of the other reasons that they say, beside getting people in a pool in case there actually are real job openings. But
Right.
yeah, like you said, there's a lot of effort, resources. It costs money in some cases to list some of these jobs, depending where you put where you're listing them.
Yeah.
But apparently this is a thing. It's not to the point where half the jobs listed are fake out there, but a lot of companies do this from time to time, apparently.
I wonder if there's a way to tell.
So
Or if there's a question you can ask the company. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
have to be honest. They can't just lie to you.
right. So
Maybe they can.
apparently this story from CBS News is really
There's got to be somebody that works in HR that's listening right now that can call us and help us
let
with
us
this.
know what is this
7402-MIX is our phone number. Hurry up, call me, because I want to know about this. I have a couple HR questions. We don't have an HR person in this building, so I can't bring them in.
So a couple of things that the experts they spoke
Scared
to
about.
said to look for, even though it can be really hard to tell, is if job posts have been active for a long period of time, months, for example.
Sure.
That might be a sign.
Sure.
Or alternatively, if the salary range is really broad, that might be a sign.
Yeah.
Those are a couple indications they suggest might be that it's not a legit job, apparently. But other than that, you might not know. So, but yeah, if you've got any thoughts on this or had an experience with it or you know anything about it, let us know. Educate us, because this is something that, I don't know, it's kind of weird and would be frustrating if
just
I were
seems
looking
like-
for a job and
It just seems like a lot of resources wasted for everybody.
Doesn't it?
For really nothing to accomplish. I mean,
it is odd. It's very odd.
a lot of these big hiring sites, they just save resumes and stuff anyway, so you can just kind of access them as it is anyway.
Right, exactly. Very interesting, but apparently it's a thing. So, something to be aware of. We're going to see what's trending at the top here in a couple minutes. Remember, next hour, a chance to win some Billie Eilish tickets. Going to play a little 4th of July themed game, so get ready to play along and go see Billie Eilish this fall with Mix 108.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
8:04 on a Tuesday morning, 60 degrees right now downtown Duluth at the Mix 108 studios. We'll see rain wrap up through the earlier parts of the day today. Maybe see some peaks of sun, partly cloudy conditions later. Temperatures in the 70s today. Chance of a thunderstorm this evening. Tomorrow, going to be pretty nice for the most part. Near 80, breezy, sunny. Maybe a pop-up thunderstorm later in the day and into the evening for Wednesday. Independence Day, we'll see temperatures near 80. But later in the day, we do see a chance, about a 30 to 40% chance of seeing some thunderstorms or rain showers popping up. So might need to be dodging a little bit of rain for your 4th of July fireworks if you're doing a show or seeing a show on Thursday. And then Friday, showers likely. Looks like there's a chance of rain through the day on Friday, but things do dry out some with some pop-up rain chances Saturday and Sunday, but still drier, nicer for the weekend.
If you want to see Billie Eilish live in concert, stick around. We have your tickets to check out Billie Eilish. She's going to be at the XL Energy Center November 10th and 11th, so we'll get you hooked up with tickets to one of those shows. We're going to do a little patriotic quiz this morning. A little 4th of July patriotic quiz to see how much of a patriot you are. Okay?
Sounds like a good plan. So that's coming up later on this morning. Get ready to play. Win some tickets. It's Benson Boone right now here in Mix It Away. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Mix It Away Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Nick Cooper, Tony Hart, and we have a guest on the phone. Good morning, Melanie. How are you?
Good morning. I am well. How are you?
Doing well. So we're looking to set you up with some Billie Eilish tickets here this morning.
So Billie Eilish is going to be at the XL.
Wonderful.
Yeah, she's going to be at the XL Energy Center November 10th and 11th. We got tickets up for grabs right now. We're going to play a little patriotic trivia game to celebrate the 4th of July. Do we have any music?
Here we go.
What do you got?
There
Is it? This isn't Lee Greenwood, is it? Oh my God! No, from the lakes of Minnesota.
See, they mentioned Minnesota in it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Why don't we just use this?
You got something better?
Yeah, we'll just
All right,
just
go for it.
Okay. I can't handle Lee Greenwood.
Okay.
I mean,
It's like, I don't know. There's not a lot of options here right now. So,
okay. So we're gonna ask you some patriotic trivia questions, Melanie. If you get them right, you'll be our winner for these tickets. Okay. So here we go. Here is your first question, Melanie. Who wrote the lyrics to the Star Spangled Banner? Who wrote the lyrics to the Star Spangled Banner? Do you know this?
Boy, I do not.
you want to phone a friend?
Phone a friend. You could phone Nick.
Okay.
Phone a friend.
Hello? Say Francis Scott Key. Pretty sure it's Francis Scott Key.
Okay.
That's what I'm going
with. Do you want to go with that answer, Melanie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Good job. Okay. Here's our second question. Which of the how many stars were on the first American flag? How many stars were on the first American flag? The first version of it. There now represents the number of stripes on the flag. I'll give you another clue.
18. 13, I mean. 13.
13, yeah! Good job. 2 in a row.
All right. Good start.
Okay. Which president is featured on Mount Rushmore, but not on any currency?
Ooh.
What president is featured on Mount Rushmore, but not any currency? Nick, do you know all the presidents on Mount Rushmore?
I do.
Okay, can you share them with us?
All right, so we got George Washington. That's definitely not the case. We've got Abraham Lincoln. He's on the 5.
Okay.
And the penny. We've got Thomas Jefferson. And then we've got Teddy Roosevelt.
So
I'm going to go.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah! Wow.
Very nice.
Nick, we might have a true patriot here with us this morning. Okay, here we go. Okay, what's the name of the famous speech that starts with 407 years ago?
It was given by Lincoln, wasn't it?
It was given by Lincoln. What's the name of the famous speech that starts with 407 years ago?
The Gettysburg Address.
Yeah!
Wow. All right. Are you moved?
I'm just by the amount of patriotism coming out of Melanie this morning. Okay, should we do one more?
Sure.
Really test your
Four.
One
You
more.
didn't give me a fifth one?
Okay, one more.
Making you work for it apparently this morning.
This will be an easy one.
Okay.
What year was the Declaration of Independence signed?
Ooh.
What year was the Declaration of Independence signed? Come on.
1776.
1776. Yeah!
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a true patriot on the phone this morning. This patriot's going to go see Billie Eilish at the XL Energy Center. Congratulations, Melanie.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome.
Thanks
Hold on
for
just a
playing
second,
along
okay?
and have a great 4th of July. We may
You as well. Stay safe.
Yeah, we will do that. We'll play again tomorrow. Maybe we'll give away some more Billie Eilish tickets tomorrow. Okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Kick
I love
off
it.
the long holiday weekend. It's the Morning Brew on Mix 108. Good morning.
Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Nick Cooper and Tony Hart with you here. 60 right now. We're looking for a high today into the 70s. Tony, Thursday is the 4th of July.
I love the 4th.
And so that means that lots of celebrations, community celebrations, fireworks shows. One of the big ones in the region, you might say the biggest in the region, is Fourth Fest. Annual free event that happens down at Bayfront Festival Park. Mm-hmm. And the lineup, the music lineup for this year has been announced. And it includes 4 different acts that are playing starting at 4:30. Gates open at 4.
They could probably hurry up and maybe get some of the moon dance. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, quick. Creed, that would be wild. Could you imagine that? They might need to charge for it then, though. Just saying.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so the lineup has been announced. The other thing that they're getting ahead of it this year, which is good, because every year, if there's a chance of rain, there's always the wonder, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? So organizers this time around did say, rain or shine, we're doing this thing, unless there's high winds or lightning.
Yeah.
But there is a chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. So
What did I tell you about talking about the weather the rest of the day? I'm not allowed.
So there's still some question in the air, but if it does look like just rain, they're saying full steam ahead for the Fourth Fest, which again starts at 4 o'clock at Bayfront Festival Park. There's going to be food vendors and beverages and, other fun to be had there. And of course, live music. Lots of local and regional acts that are going to be performing there this year. So the lineup starts at 4:30 with a 90s and 2000s throwback act. They play hits from bands like Green Day and Backstreet Boys
Nice.
and others.
That should be fun.
Then they've got kind of some Americana, bluesy, folk rocky bands. Slope City plays at 5:50. Danny Frank and the Smoky Gold at 7:10. And Paul Metza and Friends.
I love that name of the band. That's a great band name.
Yeah. So if you want to learn more about some of these acts, I've got a story on our website, Mobile App, with links to their social media on their websites. You can kind of see what to expect if you want to go check out Fourth Fest this year. But
Of course, Superior's got their big 4th of July thing going on as well. The parade and lots of festivities as well. I think we got all that info on the app as well.
we do, yeah. There's a rundown of all the 4th of July fireworks shows, which there are shows Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday across the region. And with that, there's links to information about the other stuff. If there's
Has there been a lot of shows canceled? I was talking to my mom last night down in the cities, and she's telling me a lot of the shows have been canceled down there because of the flooding or whatever.
So the only one that I had heard of for sure was Valley Fair does a 4th of July show every year.
Yeah.
They're not doing theirs this year.
Yeah, I heard that one was canceled because of flooding.
But no, other ones around the region, everyone's
Still on.
still moving on as far
Good.
as I know. So
Good.
lots of rockets, red glare, and bombs bursting in air on the tail end of this weekend.
Love
this
it.
weekend, yeah.
Love it. Especially at 2 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep. Love it. Love it, neighbors. Keep it up.
See, I'm gonna guess you're the type that's kind of torn on that. Like,
Oh yeah, I don't get mad about it. I'm
Sure.
just playing. I don't really care because I'll go shoot some off in my neighborhood as well. So I just don't buy them because they're so expensive these days. It's just crazy expensive. I mean, when I was a lad, we could go to the fireworks store and they would do like buy one get like 6 free, and we'd have like trunks full for like $40. Not anymore.
No.
Not anymore. I mean, you can't walk out of a fireworks store without spending at least $100.
Yeah, and you're not getting a
Not
ton.
getting them. You're not
No.
getting a bunch. No.
No.
You're not getting a bunch.
See, I am like, there's something to be said about I get the people that like lighting them off. I just enjoy kicking back and enjoying the show. Like I'll have a cold adult beverage.
Yeah.
And just watch.
Yeah.
Just watch the mayhem.
But it's not so fun necessarily in the neighborhood to do it because you're not supposed to do it. So you could,
Right.
I mean, technically get in trouble for it.
Well,
So-
continue, but I have actually a note on that.
Yeah,
real
I don't
quick.
want to. Yeah, I'm not, and I don't want to be like that neighbor. I may do a couple of them or throw some firecrackers or I've launched a couple shells off in the neighborhood before. But,
Of course you have. So yesterday, the Duluth Police Department did share a note that's been getting shared around with a couple reminders about the 4th of July fireworks specifically. So they say, make sure you celebrate safely and remember the following. Fireworks that shoot in the air are illegal in Minnesota,
yeah,
all over the state. They go on to say Duluth city ordinances state that people that shall not engage in conduct that disturbs the neighborhood at any time of day, includes even during daylight hours.
and then take that, neighbors. That would blow off hundreds of dollars worth of fireworks at 2 in the day.
And then they go on to say, don't drink and drive and plan ahead before enjoying festivities. Now, there are people that point out, but how many of those people that do that are busted on a daily basis?
None.
And, exactly. None. Unless there's somebody that happens
Very rarely.
to be there.
Yeah.
So
I helped out with the fireworks shows for years and years down here at like the Duluth ones.
Yeah.
Like, so synchronizing the music, whatever.
Sure.
When I worked at another place, and so we'd go down by the harbor. They'd shoot off over by the silos or
Yep.
whatever over there. But we'd get there like an hour before the show. I'd sit there. And you have the best view of the hillside.
whole
in Duluth.
hillside, yep.
And it's the best fireworks show besides the main fireworks show because there's hundreds of fireworks going off hillside, and they're all being launched in the air.
So that's-
not to mention the parking lot on Garfield. There is a great place to go watch them. People shoot off fireworks there pre-show.
I would argue,
And nobody stops them.
In the immediate, no, of course,
There's
not.
cops right there.
In the immediate Twin Ports area, the best place to watch the fireworks is if you can find a good place somewhere along near the bridge part of Park Point.
Yeah.
Because you can see the Duluth fireworks. You
Yeah.
can see the Superior fireworks.
Oh, sure.
You can see the hillside lighting up.
Yeah. Great spot.
Yeah, you can just obviously getting there and getting away from there though is you pack a lunch because you're going to be there probably until midnight.
Yeah, but the show is spread out so much that traffic really gets moving quick.
Yeah,
I've
usually
never
by
spent-
11 or
It's not
so.
the end of the world.
Yeah. So anyway, we got the details about them all on the Mix Mobile blog.
I am going to
mixedway.com.
stop actually at the fireworks store this afternoon, Nick, and
Okay.
I am going to buy a bunch.
Oh,
And we're going to have an indoor fireworks show tomorrow. How about that?
let's go.
Right here.
That can't be dangerous.
No, I'll make sure
Get the good
get
stuff.
some fountains. I won't get like any aerial
Okay.
things. I'll just get some fountains,
Okay.
firecrackers. And
Nice.
we don't have a smoke alarm in the studio.
I don't
think
see
we're-
anything.
I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. So
We're in a glass box. It's going to be very smoky in here tomorrow. What are you guys doing in there?
nothing. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about the burn holes on the carpet.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Good morning and happy Tuesday. It's the Mix 108 Morning Brew. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Tuesday. It's Nick Cooper and Tony Hart, joined by Leah and Naya from WDIO. Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. Good morning.
All right, so we were talking a little bit off the air about how you were exploring Canal Park a little bit. I want to hear a little bit more about this experience. So tell us a little bit about your adventures in Canal Park.
Well, that was my first time actually crossing the lift bridge, not by car. So we got to zip around on the scooters and we did a whole tour around the region down there and checked out the lighthouse.
Yeah, we
Okay.
checked out the lighthouse. We went down to the glass blowing studio. I think we're going to be taking a lesson there
Nice.
soon. And just, did the whole tourist thing where you go down to Canal Park, you walk around. Well, we were scootering around. I didn't realize that those scooters are like a local business.
Oh, yeah?
Which that was kind of fun.
Yeah, the green ones, it was a
Leaf rides.
Leaf
Yeah.
rides.
Yeah, there's a couple
There's a
different
cool
brands.
one.
I think the Leaf one's local. The other one, I don't know if it is or not, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those are bird. Those are
Yeah, those are.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't care about those. But leaf rides, go try them out.
And it was the perfect way for anyone coming into town for the holiday can check things out because there'll be so much going on the next few days downtown too.
Yeah, like tomorrow hairball or whatever. You
Is
can
that
just
tomorrow
like
already?
zip down to Bayfront.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I know, right?
Dang.
No, that might be better than parking anywhere.
Honestly.
Well, there's that. So let me ask you this, because as you were mentioning that you went on this little adventure, did you have to pitch that to your producer or your news director, or did they come to you and say, hey, we're going to do this?
Yeah, so that's the fun thing about the morning show is we kind of don't really have rules, so we just do whatever we want.
Okay. All right.
We are the rules.
We are the rules.
We are the rules.
just
We
get to
are
do
the
fun
law.
things.
Pretty tough
Yeah,
sell.
yes.
We're going to go on adventure for a few hours. Don't mind us.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys should. I recommend that.
We'll have
It's
to-
a great way, and you as long as you bring something back for them.
Sure. Yeah, you got a story you're putting together, so I guess that's a good way to do it. We should, Tony, we
Exactly.
need to come up with more reasons to go and do random things.
I know, we really do.
So-
I want to go ride a scooter. And
Yes, we should. All right, so you mentioned the hairball thing tomorrow. Obviously, the 4th is after that. We've got 4th Fest in Duluth. Superior's got different things going on. There's stuff through the Northland, really all the way through the weekend. So let's start talking about that forecast here. What are things looking like? Kind of dreary right now.
Yeah, today will be a drearier gray day. We'll have clouds hanging out for most of the afternoon and then another round of some isolated showers this evening. But then we'll have a dry day tomorrow, so it'll be perfect for a hairball because we'll be clear through the night. Right now, the majority of the storms are trekking further south, so closer to the cities. So we're in the clear for any heavy rainfall for the 4th specifically. However, we'll have that rain arriving on Friday. So Friday will be the wettest day of the weekend. And then we'll have some lingering showers into our Saturday, but then things will start to clear up. So fortunately, the forecast is looking firework friendly.
That's good to hear.
Yay.
Because there's been rumblings about some rain here, and everyone's been watching. Do I need to make plans?
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Where are the spots in town to watch fireworks?
Yes.
Oh, we were
Where
talking
should we
about
go?
some ideas before, so it kind of depends on what you're looking for. Because
I will. I just let me. I will
Okay.
email you guys my secret spots.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I have a secret spot, but I don't want to tell it on the radio because it won't be a secret anymore.
This is true.
So I
We'll
will.
hang on the air after that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will
Yeah, hang
email.
on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So the public answer that I'll give is Bayfront Festival Park 4th Fest is really neat because you're right there. There are places along Skyline that people will line the roadway through the course of the day.
Right.
If you can find somebody with a boat going on the harbor.
That's a great idea. I've
Going on
never
the
done that
harbor is
before.
great.
I would love to do that sometime. Yeah,
But you
that's
got
a
to
great
find
idea.
somebody with a boat if you don't
Yeah.
have one of your own. So there's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, tough luck.
Yeah.
Gotta make friends. Dang it.
But the Canal Park, the Bayfront area, I would say is probably the best go-to one. The only thing to know about that is if you do end up going to either of those destinations in that area is you're not going to leave as soon as the fireworks show's over because everyone's trying to leave there.
Right.
Yeah, crowd to contend with. So plan on
Yes.
getting home, depending on where you live, 11:30-ish or later, depending on how things go. So,
Sheesh.
yeah.
Whew. Well, we're planning on going right to work after, so
Yeah,
Great.
we're like,
I suppose you
we're
guys
going to
have
be very
have a-
brave.
we're
Yeah.
being brave. There'll be lots of Red Bulls, lots of
Oh, man. I forgot that is a Friday yet. You guys have to. Well,
yeah. We're gonna do an ice bath before we
Yeah.
put on our makeup. Really wake up the face.
good for the good for
You
the
guys
health. and-
watch and tell us if you can tell.
All right, sounds like a plan. All right, so hold on. We'll talk a little bit more about some 4th of July plans. In the meantime, we'll get your workday fired up here. 108 minutes commercial free music on the way from Doja Cat, Taylor Swift, and more coming up here and Mix It Away. Good morning.